So for those that don't know, Melanin Beauty Week is going on this week. So if you haven't seen my other videos, definitely go ahead and check them out. But wait, don't go to one first. Watch this one first, and then you can go and look at the rest of them. So today's video is a really simple, really easy. It shouldn't be really long. So this video is a beginner-friendly makeup tutorial. So I'm using very affordable products in this video. The techniques are really easy. Anybody should be able to do this. So if you are a beginner to makeup, this video is dedicated to you, especially for those of melanin skin. So a new video for Melanin Beauty Week is gonna drop at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every single day this week. So definitely tune in. You know, I don't like really long intros, so we're just gonna go ahead and jump right into the video. Let's go. The first thing that I always love to do is to prime my skin. So I'm gonna be using the Revlon Photo Ready Primer. This primer I use in almost every video because I'm really oily, so it's always best to prime your skin for a good makeup application. Even if you're not gonna rub that much makeup, always prime your skin. Because this is a bit beginner-friendly makeup tutorial, I'm going to try to use everything drugstore or use products that are really inexpensive, whether you can find it in drugstore or online, but I'm going to try to keep the products that I use like at a cheap price. So the foundation that I'm going to apply today is going to be my Maybelline Super Stay Full Coverage Foundation. This is one of my favorite foundations that I can pick up from the drugstore. I am using shade 362 Truffle, and I'm just going to apply this all over my face with a Real Technique buffing brush, and this brush is really inexpensive as well. All products that I use as well as my brushes will be listed in the description box below, so you can check them out and also pick them up. I used to use a beauty blender sponge when applying my foundation, but I found it so much easier to use a brush, and this Real Technique brush is amazing with applying foundation because sponges tend to soak up your product, so you use a lot more of the product than you really need to, and a brush just makes it so much quicker and you're not wasting a lot of product. Now I'm going to move on to doing my eyebrows. Now my eyebrows, I do have a technique to doing this, but the product that I'm going to use is the Revlon Color Stay Eyebrow Pencil. So this has now become my favorite eyebrow pencil, just like ColourPop. ColourPop is really inexpensive. I believe it's $5.50 now for their pencil. So you can pick this up from any drugstore, and I like to draw a line on the top and then draw a line on the bottom and then fill in my brows. And the spoolie is really good to make sure that the front of your brow is not really harsh. So I like to draw upward strokes on the front part and then use my spoolie to blend it out. You will always see me use two concealers when it comes to my eyebrows. So the first concealer I'm going to be using is the LA Girl Pro Concealer, and this is in the color Espresso. This is more of a skin tone concealer, so I like to put this on the top of my eyebrow. And then my second concealer is the Black Radiance HD Corrector, and this is in the number AK05. I'm going to use this one on my bottom of my eyebrow, and I love to do that because if you use a lighter concealer on the bottom, it gives you more of a lift, so your brow gets a lift. But the skin tone concealer allows your brows to still look a little bit more natural but clean. So that's the reason why I like to use two of them. Moving on to under eye concealer for highlight, I am still going to be using my Black Radiance True Complexion HD Corrector. I'm going to go ahead and place this underneath my eyes so that I can have a well open, I would say make my eyes look a little bit more open. So that's the reason why you like to have, well, you should have a concealer that's a little bit lighter underneath your eyes. That's the only place that I'm going to apply this concealer. So I like to use less product in the summertime, so you won't see me highlight a lot of areas on my face in this video. So to keep the look really simple, really light, I'm only going to apply it underneath my eyes. It is best to apply your concealer underneath your eyes in a triangular shape because when light casts, like falls on your face, it falls in a triangular shape as well. Now I'm gonna blend out with my beauty blender sponge, and the reason why I'm using the sponge is because it will soak up some of my concealer. That way it looks a little bit more natural instead of a lot of product underneath my eyes. Now this is the original Beauty Blender sponge, but if you want a sponge that is more inexpensive, then the Real Techniques also has a sponge as well, and it works just as good as a Beauty Blender. I'm gonna work on setting my concealer underneath my eyes. So I'm gonna be using the Sacha Buttercup setting powder. I'm gonna place this all over the inner portion of my face to go ahead and set and highlight those areas. So instead of having concealer everywhere, I will have powder everywhere because I want my makeup to last, and I'm really oily, so this kind of helps me control my oil. So I'm gonna use my Beauty Blender sponge, and I'm going to apply the powder in the areas that I want to set. Now I do let my powder set on my face. I know I look a little crazy, but I do let my powder set on my face a little bit. So while I'm moving on to doing my liner and my lashes, my powder will sit here. And that's because the longer that I let it sit, the more product it soaks up. So yeah, that's the reason why I have to do that. But if you're someone that has dry skin, you do not have to let it set like this. I have super oily skin, so I gotta do it. The liner that I'm gonna be using today is the NYX Matte Liquid Liner. This is my favorite eyeliner. This is like the only one I really use. The key to a perfect liner is this. So I always start off in the middle and I draw a diagonal line with the swoop. And then after I do that, I like to create a line on the bottom and connect the two together at a slant. So you'll be able to see that. And once I do that, I fill in my liner and then I start to draw a line on the inner corner of my eye. I know it's a lot to say. The best thing for you to do is to watch it, but I find this the easiest way for me to apply my liquid eyeliner. The mascara that I'm going to be using is the L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara. This is one of my favorite mascaras, and I tend to draw towards this mascara every day that I'm applying my makeup, like if I'm doing something simple or really dramatic. So I'm going to use this mascara today, and I like to hold my mirror like at the top when I am doing my bottom, and then at the bottom when I'm doing my top lash. It just allows me to see my lashes at an angle so I can literally see me coat every single lash. So you can leave your lashes just like this with a natural lash, or you can apply some falsies. For the sake of the video, I'm going to apply falsies, but I just do whatever I feel like. Sometimes I want to apply lashes, sometimes I don't. But today, for the sake of the video, I'm going to apply some lashes, and I'm going to apply the Ardell Wispy Lashes. I'm using the Duo Adhesive Dark, the brush on. It's so much easier to apply your lashes. So I'm going to apply this lash glue. And you always want to make sure as well that the glue is tacky, because if you don't wait for it to get tacky, the lashes will slide all over your eyes and it will be hard to apply. I know a lot of people say sometimes lashes are really hard to apply. All you have to do, like the key to it, is let your lash glue dry. Not completely dry, but get tacky. Go for whatever's easier. Some people apply their lashes with their fingernails and their fingers. I have to do it with some tweezers. I feel like I get more stability when it comes to tweezers. So I'm gonna apply my falsie, and what I'm gonna do first is apply it on the center, and then I tug a little bit and connect the outer. Make sure that's secure, and then I move lastly to the inner. The inner part is the toughest one because that's the part that will fly away. So make sure that one's really secure. And then I press my natural lashes and my falsies together. Boom. Now, because I have worn these before and they have a little bit of makeup on it, one thing that works really good is to take your liquid eyeliner and just brush over that line so that you can't really see the lash band. Like, this look is perfect for almost anything because it's still very simple. And then when you do your lip, which I'm gonna get to, you can do whatever color you want. Like, you can just leave bare lips, you can do lip gloss, you can do lipstick, you can do whatever color, because it's really a blank canvas. So now what I'm gonna do is to go ahead and wipe off all of this powder, and after that we're gonna start contouring. You already know Black Renee's pressed powder and ebony is what I'm going to use to contour with today. It's not going to change. I know you're going to get tired of seeing it in every video, but this is what I'm using and this is what I'm always going to use. I support Black Radiance because this powder is amazing. I'm going to go ahead and contour, which is going to be underneath my cheekbones, and I am using a little angled brush in order to do that, and then also the temples, my forehead. If you don't know how to contour, just make that fishy face, and then that's exactly where you apply your powder. To contour my nose, I'm going to use a fluffy brush, and I'm going to use my CoverGirl Ebony Bronzer. I'm going to swirl that around and just go down the sides of my nose. A really big fluffy brush helps because you don't want your nose to be, well, I don't, especially not with a soft look like this. I don't want it to look really defined. I just want to bring back some of that definition. Now, Makeup Revolution is one of my favorite drugstore brands. I love Makeup Revolution, so I'm gonna use their blush today. This is the Matte Blush Powder Infusion. It's more of like a light, I don't wanna say berry, but more of like a peach color. So I am gonna be using a brush and put this on the apples of my cheeks. And honestly, when I'm doing a basic look like this, I don't like to highlight, but if I do highlight, I will use something like Makeup Revolution 2 for a look like this, especially if we're doing something more of drugstore and inexpensive. Makeup Revolution has some amazing highlighters as well. This one is Golden Light, and this is their Vivid Baked Highlighter Powder. I'm gonna use it today just for the sake of the video, and I'm just gonna apply it on down the bridge of my nose and a little bit on above my cheekbones. Now this is the part where you can be more creative. This is the part where you do your lips. So you can do something natural, you can do something bold, you can do a lip gloss or a lipstick, lip balm, whatever you want to do. Today I think I'm gonna go with the red lip because I have been feeling red lips lately. The lip that I'm gonna use is not drugstore. I'm actually going to be using a classic today, which is MAC's Ruby Woo. I literally think every girl should have a red lip in their collection, especially this lipstick. Like MAC Ruby Woo has been out for a really long time, and it is it is a staple lipstick. Like every girl should try this because it works for every single complexion. Doesn't matter what color you are. I hope you ladies enjoyed the look just as much as I enjoyed it. I really love filming for you guys, and I really love talking to you guys. So all the products that I use in this video is going to be listed in the description box below, and definitely drop a comment, say hey, do something, because I love talking to you guys. So stay tuned for the next video. Like I said, a new video is dropping 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every day this week. I look forward to sharing more videos with you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I love you so much. I will catch you in my next video.